Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is January 17, 2022. Let's talk about top electric vehicle stocks. So as you can see here at the top, we got lithium stocks. All these lithium stocks are doing great. Look, we got stocks like Lithium Americas, Albemarle, all doing good. These are essential components of electric vehicle and they need solid battery systems. That's where stocks like Lithium Americas, Albemarle, and some of the other stocks will come into play. And then we got here battery technology. We need to have a good battery technology. Look, we got great companies here. We got Romeo Power, Beam, Blink. They're doing very well. And Magna is really a picks and shovels play for the automaking. And then we got some of the technology companies here. We got Key Insight, Autoliv, and Allegro. All are doing great here. We'll look at those also. Finally, we got automakers. We got few of them which are in news of late, like Lucid Air, RIVN, and Tesla. As you all know, Lucid Air is teaming up with Amazon.com. They got some good tie-up there. Tesla, what can I say? It's Tesla. They're doing very well. Elon Musk is at the helm, and Lucid is making some news in the luxury segment here. We'll look at these stocks in a little more detail and see what's worth buying. So what we'll do is we'll look at many things here. We'll start with the top ETFs and see what's the trend when it comes to auto EV stocks here. Then we'll look at EV stocks when it comes to lithium. Lithium is the essential ingredient. Let's see lithium stocks. Then we'll take a look at EV battery technology stocks, and we'll go into charging, and then we'll go into picks and shovels, EV software, and finally the EV makers themselves. So with that, let's jump in. So first we'll start with the top EV ETFs and see what's the trend here. So from a top EV ETF perspective, look, first one is lithium. Lithium is doing great, as you can see here. So lithium, as you look through here, it's an essential component like many of you know here. And look, lithium is doing great. And lithium itself, the ETF, as you look through here, it's doing great in 1 year and 5 year, 10 year. It's doing great. I think it's one of the essential ingredient for any EV making. That's why it's going higher nicely. And then we got here Cathy Wood. Cathy Wood has got an autonomous ETF, as you know. She has done well in 5-year time frame. But in the 1-year time frame, this ETF is struggling. That tells you when it comes to autonomous technology, not all the stocks are doing well. Few are doing very well, and many are really doing not so great. And then we got here Drive, one of the ETF here. It's done okay in 1 year, spotty, as you can see here, 16%. It's a new ETF. That's why you got to be picking the nice stocks here versus investing in the basket. And then a Moonshot here. Moonshot lost money, as you can see here, in 1 year. And also we got here Hale, lost money here. And self-driving itself has done okay here, and cars also done okay at the high level. From a summary perspective, as you can see here, lithium seems to be great 1 year. It's a record for all the automaking. That's doing nicely. And when it comes to EV sector, EV stocks itself, you got to be selective here. Not all the companies are doing great. So with that, let's go into a little more detail. All right, so first segment we'll talk about lithium and battery technology stocks and see what's doing well when it comes to lithium and battery technology. All right, so as you scan through here, we got a few stocks. We got SGML here, Sigma Lithium. As you see here, it's doing great. See here, it's a good performance in 1 year, 2 year. And they got a nice financials here with the financial grade from Morningstar is A. I think it's a good one. Right now, RSI is a little higher. So if these stocks get hit, we could buy some Sigma Lithium here. It's doing great. And then we got here next one, SLI, Standard Lithium, as many of you know here. It's also doing great. Look, it's got a nice 1 year and 2 year performance, and it's doing very well. Right now it's struggling, as you can see here, 1 month and 3 month. That's why reason for a low RSI. So you could buy this up here with a low RSI, just $7 stock here, and $1.12 billion market cap. That's pretty significant here, and it gets a good grade from Morningstar. As you see here, it gets a grade B for finance, not too bad. And then we look at few more here, and my favorites are really stocks like Lithium America and Albemarle, and even all these names here. These are a little more stable stocks, as many of you know here. And as you see here, from a grading perspective from Morningstar, Albemarle gets a C grade, B grade, which is very good. And we got here SQM and FMC also gets very good grade from Morningstar. And look, overall rating is good for FMC, 64, the highest here. And also SQM gets a very good grade here. Overall score, which is 62, higher the better. And I think next one is LIVN, which is not super bad. It's okay. 20 is not super bad. It's a little bit low, but we can make that work. So with that, when it comes to lithium stocks, we got our top names here. Look, we got SGML, SLI, all doing great here. And we got steady Eddie names like FMC, and we got SQM, which is also doing great here. And we got here LIVN and Albemarle, and even Lithium Americas okay. So the way I see it is really top two are really small companies trying to do very well here from a performance perspective. And bottom 4 or 5 here are a little more steady Eddie. So these are a little better names here. You could look at that way here. If you're a speculative, you could go after SGML and SLI. If you're a little bit long-term investor, go after names like FMC, SQM, and LTHM. So that will serve you very well. Even Albemarle is a steady Eddie company. Next, we look at battery stocks, battery technology stocks. We got few names here. As you can see, QuantumScape. As you all know, they want to really go after solid state and make this battery much fast charging. Look, it's a $8 billion stock, as you can see here. And right now, it's does not have too much to show. Look, performance perspective, 1 year, negative 63, 1 month negative, and 3 month negative, 1 month negative. So not too much to show here. It's got some promise for the future, but nothing to show in the short term. That's why Wall Street is not liking it. That's why it's going down, as you can see here. But for a speculative play here, QuantumScape will work here. You could buy some QuantumScape on the down days here and go from there. Look, right now RSI is just 37. That tells you stock is sold off here. You could add some stock here for a speculative purpose. And then you got SDLP here. It's a competitor for QuantumScape, newly minted IPO through SPAC, as many of you know here. This one also losing money from a net margin perspective, as you see here. And stock has not done it. It's a new IPO. Look, 13% negative in 1 month, and sky high valuation, 100 plus. Again, this one is for a speculative play here. If you're a speculator, want to really invest some money here, not all of your money, you could buy some SDLP. There is a lot of promise for the future here. And then you got few more. Look, we got Romeo. Romeo had some bad press in the past, but looks like this is trying to do better here. And look, it's got a net margin positive, not too bad, even though sales itself is just $12 million, not super high. And this one has done okay in it's not done great from a performance perspective, as you see here, negative performance all along, but it's got a little bit higher overall score here. That's a good one to say. It tells you this is making money at this time, not a money losing company. And then you got MVST here. As you can see here, this also lost money big time. Relatively new company, as you see here. And RSI is 29, tells you it's sold off here. So if you're a speculator, you could buy this one also. This has got a little bit higher market cap, 1.5 billion. So as you see here, in a nutshell perspective, looks like QuantumScape is a better play here, with little more market cap here, bigger one here. And they've been working on solid state for a while. And then you got here Romeo, which makes money at this time. And then you got SDLP. and MUST here. So I think you could go along those lines here. If you're a speculator, you could buy some of these names here and go from there. Don't put too much money here, mainly because look, performance perspective, these stocks have not made money in off late, or they have not made money at all, as you can see here. That's why these are speculative play here. You could buy some, hold it for a long time, and these slowly it will work out as you go forward. So with that, let's go into a few more details and look at the charts. As you look through the charts here, look, we got SGML here. SGML is doing great, going gangbusters as you see here. So right now RSI is 55. If this stock comes down, you could buy some solid performance as you can see here. On the balance volume is also going higher. That tells you there are more buyers than sellers. Right now stock is getting hit here. As it comes down, as the RSI gets around 50 level or below 50, you could buy some SGML. And then you got Lithium Americas, which is one of my favorite stock. Look, Lithium Americas is coming down as you see here, trying to bounce off of its 100-day moving average, and folks are buying this stock. Look, on the balance volume is going higher. That's why you could buy some Lithium America here. Given RSI is 50, middle of the road, you could buy some here, and if it gets hit, you could buy more. And then you got QuantumScape, lot of promise for the future, and there is some tie-ups with Volkswagen, as many of you know here. Stock is coming down as you see here. On the balance volume is also low here. RSI is 37, very low. So this is one for the speculators. You could buy some and hold it for a while. And the CEO talks passionately about solid state technologies. I think at some time these guys will warm up to the solid state and do well, but it's a long-term play. Short-term, you'll have some pain, as you can see here. Wall Street does not have patience for these type of names which does not make money and a lot of future promise. And then you got SLDP here, solid state, and this one, after it became IPO, stock shot up, as you can see here. Now it's coming down nicely, and look, on the balance volume is also going down, trying to improve slightly. This is also a speculative play. If you're a speculator, you could hold this one for a long time, and this also can do well in the long run. Expect some pain in the short term as stock is trying to come down and trying to make a base here. So with that, let's look at a few more names. So now let's look at charging, EV charging, and picks and shovels. As you look through here, we got a few names. From an EV charging perspective, at the top we got Beam. Beam is one of the better names, as many of you know here, but understand it's a very low market cap company. Just $127 million, not even billion, it's $1 million. Very low market cap. Look, very low sales here, $8 million. Net margin negative, a company not making money. As you see here from a performance perspective, negative performance in 1 month, 3 months, and 1 year, but it's done well in 2 years, as you can see here. So with that, as you see here from a Morningstar perspective, gets a C grade in financial, not too bad. Growth gets a C grade here. So with that, it's got a positive sales growth, as you see here, 63% quarter over quarter. And I think from a performance perspective, this seems to be doing well in the 2-year time frame. That's why you could buy some Beam Global here. As it comes down, I think you'll do well. Look, RSI is 28. That tells you could buy some Beam Global right now here and hold it for a long time. Then we got a speculative play here, ChargePoint. Many of you know this stock here. ChargePoint, as you all know here, it's one of the stocks that's making news all along. Look, ChargePoint, it's not made money. Look, 1 month lost money, 3 month lost money, as you can see here. And it's down 67% from 52-week high here. And this is a speculative play again. Right now, RSI is very low, as you can see here, 28. So you could buy some ChargePoint here. Understand this is a play for the future here. There will be short-term pain, but this company has got some good sales, as you can see here. Market cap is one of the biggest in this segment here. So that's why you could buy some ChargePoint. Look, volume is also pretty nice here. $10 million shares, 10 million shares traded. You could buy some charge point here and go from there. Then you got EV Go here. Again, it's charging play, just $8 stock, as you can see here. And look, this also lost money. It's down 65% from 52-week high. It looks like it's trying to go higher in the shorter term here. And this also has a low RSI, as you can see here. You could buy this one also here. This is trying to make a move, as you can see here. And right now, stock price is just $8, 8.59 here, and very low market cap. This can also go higher. It's got some sales, but net margin is negative. Expect some short-term pain because Wall Street is not warming up to these companies yet. And then you got a few more here. You got Volta here. This is making some news off late, as many of you know here. And look, stock has done nothing. Lost money in 1 month and even 3 months here. Down very nicely, 69%. And net margin negative, as you can see here. So this is also a speculative play. If you're a speculator, you could buy this one also. And one of the better plays is Blink Charging, as you can see here. Blink Charging has done very well in a 2-year time frame, as you can see here. In the short term, it's also undergoing some pain. Look, it's down all along, and this also has a higher valuation. Price to sales ratio is 60. As you can see here, it's got $986 million market cap here. Looks like it's got sales growth. It's got good gross margin also. This one could be better play here. Look, overall rating is higher for this one here. So this one could be a good one for you to speculate and go from there. And then we got your Wallbox. Many of you might be knowing this company, relatively new company to charging here, and it's also making some nice performance here in 3 months. Look, 36% up here, but it's a down big time, 51% from all-time high. So you could also speculate on this one here. Look, market cap is about $2 billion, just behind a charge point here. So you could buy some here for a speculation. RSI is 47. I would say wait for this to come down slightly because this is one of the highest RSI, relative strength index, in this list here. Let it cool down a little bit, then you could buy some Wallbox. And now we look at picks and shovels play here. Look, we got few names here. Magna, everybody knows this one. They will supply all the EV making, picks and shovels. I think they have some agreement, partnership with the Fisker, as many of you know here. Look, the stock is $89, not too bad. Nice sales here, $38 million here. Sales growth is negative right now, and this company makes money, net margin positive, as you can see here. Nice institution ownership, that's also good here. Low price to sales ratio, and stock is making money in 1 year, in 2 year, and even in 1 month and 3 months. So this one is getting warmed up. I would say this is a good picks and shovels play here. Only problem I have is it's got a high RSI here. So I would say wait a little bit, let it cool off a little bit, and then you could buy some Magna. And then you got APTV. It's also a solid player. Look, it's got $15 billion market cap, and look, it's been struggling in 1 month and 3 months, as you see here. RSI is 42. So this one could be a good one to slowly buy and go from there. And this one has got a positive net margin again, so company not losing money. And then finally, one of my favorite here, BorgWarner. It's a great one here. Look, it's doing nicely. Right now, RSI is a little higher. It's 70. Tells you at this time it's overbought here. So I would wait for this to cool off here and go from there. And from a overall scoring perspective, look, we got here Magna gets the top score here, 89. And next top score is for BorgWarner, 71. Finally, we got APTV here, Aptiv, 48. So what I would do is I would go in that order here. You could look at top 2 names here and go after those when they cool off a little bit. Right now it's super hot with high RSI, but you could buy some APTV or Aptiv into this weakness here and go from there. Next, we look at a few more names. So we will look at charts, as you can see here. From a chart perspective, beam is beaming down, as you can see here as of now. So I would be slowly buying this into this weakness here. On the balance volume is also lower here, and a low RSI, as you can see here. This could be long-term play. And then you got blink here. Blink, look, stock is going off down here. On the balance volume is stabilizing and going higher slightly. I would be buying blink here. Right now RSI 32 tells you stock is sold off here, so this is a good one to accumulate at these levels here. And then you got MGA, Magna is going up pretty quickly, as you see here, and on the balance volume is also trying to go higher with the high RSI, which is 72. It's a good stock, but I would wait. Look, it always gives you opportunity to buy. Came down here, came down here, came down here, so it gives you a lot of opportunity to buy here. If this gets short, buy some Magna. And then finally we got APTV, Aptiv, as you see here, it's already came down nicely, and it comes down and goes up. It's a moving stock here. I would slowly buy some Aptiv here at these levels here. Look, on the balance volume is also lower. Stock is sold off. It's a belowish 200-day moving average. I would slowly warm up to it, slowly start building a small position here, and go from there. And now we look at EV software stocks. EV software stocks are essential for EV making, and they control all the essential aspects of electric vehicle. With that, let's jump in and go into some of these names here. As you see here at the top of the list, we got few names here. We got Innoviz and Avia, and both lost money big time and high valuation, as you see here. Look, Innoviz 100 plus, and we got Avia, which is Ava. Ava also lost money, as you see here, Avia. And we got to be careful here. These stocks are also losing money, as you can see here. In 1 month and 3 months, they lost money, and overall score is a little bit lower, as you see here. So you got to be careful in these names. Typically, when the stock price is below $10, they get into danger zone here, and they have to worry about delisting from exchanges. That's why you got to be a little bit careful with the stocks with price less than $10. Go after bigger market cap names. They might be a little more stabler. And we'll look at a few more names here. Even Ava here, it's got a little bit better gross margin, so that's why it's a solid player among those two here. And then you got VNE, Veoneer, as many of you know. This one is right now it's in the merger conversation with the companies like Qualcomm, as many of you know. That's why it shot up here. Look, it's done nicely in 1 month. And RSI is also a little bit higher, as you see here, 55. So I would be waiting a little bit on this one here. Let the merger conversation cool off. I would not jump and buy here. That's why look, performance has gone up in 1 year and 2 year because of this merger conversation. And then you got few more here. I don't need to talk about Google, Microsoft, and Apple. These are bellwethers, as many of you know here. Look, from a quality perspective, overall scoring perspective, Google gets the highest score, 95, solid play here. And at this time with the low RSI, you could buy some Google, you could buy some Microsoft with the low RSI here, and even Apple has got a low RSI. You could buy them. They all work here. And then we got your little company, as many of you know here, Keysight. Not too little anymore. This is a great play. I think I would buy this one into any weakness. Right now we have a weakness here, low RSI 38. I would be buying some Keysight technology here. It's a $187 stock here. It's a great one. Their technology goes into many EV cars. And then you got a few more here. We got Autoliv, ALGM, and so on and so forth. Keep watching here. And some of these names are struggling, and I would avoid the stocks with a higher RSI to begin with. Like Autoliv already went up here. On the other hand, look at stocks like ALGM with the lower RSI. You could go after that one. ALGM also has a net margin positive. That's a good one here. You could look at such candidates here. And few companies, as you see here, are losing money. Look at these names here at the bottom of the list here. All these names are losing money of late. I would be a little bit careful, especially this list here, MVIS, and down here, they all are losing money, as you see here. I would be a little bit careful here and go after the names which are a little bit bigger, like LAZR, a little bit higher market cap, as you can see here. And I would also look at the companies with the positive gross margin, like OUST Ouster. It's got a positive gross margin, but stock price is low here. You got to be careful. There will be some challenges. Also, as you see here, go after the stocks with a little bit higher overall score here, at least double digit, like Keysight, that works here. Autoliv also works, nice score here. And we got ALGM, and we got NATI, as well as CRNC and Baidu, all work here a little bit higher score. And as usual, keep watching the RSI levels. If the RSI is super hot, red, like the one here, Autoliv, I would wait for it to cool off and go after lower RSI candidates. So with that, let's go into the charts here. From a chart perspective, as you see here, we got Keysight. It's a steady eddy, as you see here, nicely going up, as you see here. Any downturn is a buying opportunity. Right now, we are getting a nice buying opportunity here. And after dropping off here on the balance volume is trying to go higher, I would be a buyer of Keysight Technologies at these levels here. Low RSI, that tells you you're getting a bargain. And then you got Autoliv. It had a nice bounce here. On the balance volume is going higher. RSI 65. At this level, I would be waiting here. I would not buy Autoliv at the top here. And then you got ALGM here. Company is making money. As you know here, stock is coming down. On the balance volume is starting to stabilize here. I would buy some ALGM at these levels here. Look, RSI is very low. Stock is sold off here. And then you got NATI. This is going up and down, as you see here. Big down, went up, big down, went up nicely. Right now it's down, as you see here. And I would be slowly buying, as it goes down a little more. Look, RSI is 44 right now. This is a good one here. As it comes down a little more, you could buy some NATI and go from there. And now let's look at the automakers. These are the electric vehicle makers and all those batteries and picks and shovels that we talked about, and even software that goes into these electric vehicle makers. And as you look through here, we got the list here from an EV maker perspective. At the top of the list, we got few companies which are relatively new. Look, we got Lucid, all the way to few more here. All these companies are not making money at this time here, losing from a performance perspective. Look, all these names here, they're relatively new here. There is no 1 year performance, as you see here. So these are relatively new. There is not too much fundamentals. And also, as you see here, the sales itself is, say, $1 million for Lucid here, which is very low. And as you see here, just $1 million for RIVN with all the noise it's making. And XOS has got $1 million in sales. So that's why you got to be careful here. And, many of these stocks, the way to invest is, when they're down big time, you could put some money and go from there. Look, we got Lucid, nice market cap, $69 billion. And then you got RIVN, partnering with Amazon.com, as many of you know, nice $71 billion market cap, as you see here. So these are a little bit bigger players here. You could put some money here for the speculation. As you know here, RIVN stock is sold off here. You could put some money at this time here. Lucid, I would say wait for this to cool off a little bit. Then you could put some money here. And look, Lucid has been doing pretty okay here in 1 month and 3 month time frame. So if it cools off a little bit, I would say buy some Lucid. But RIVN, as a speculator, you could put some money right now, given RSI is very low for this one here. And nice institution buying here, 38%, not too bad. And deep-pocketed partner, which is Amazon.com. And then you got few more, as you see here. We got HYZN, look, very low stock price here. RSI is also low. You got to be careful with these companies here. This has got very low stock price here. And look, there is no gross margin and net margin, no fundamentals. So if you're a total speculator, you could buy some. Otherwise, I would be a little careful here. And I would be going after the names with nice overall grade here. Look, we got one more here, XOS. Even though it's a small company, it's got pretty okay score here, 33, not too bad. But the problem is it's got a high valuation. I would be careful of this one too here. It's got a net margin positive right now, which is it's off of $1 million sales here. I would not bank on it right now. And then we got a few more here. We got PTRA, as you see here. PTRA, it's making some news off late. It's going higher in 1 month and 3 month here, as you see. And it's got a positive gross margin. Could be okay to slowly buy into this one here for speculation. It also has a little bit lower price to sales ratio. Could be a better name to slowly invest in this one here. And then you got a few more as you scan through here. And I would say take a look at the names with the higher higher overall score here with the STLA. STLA, as you know, it's also partnering with Amazon.com here. That's why stock went higher. Look, RSI is high. When the RSI is high, I would not invest in those at that time. Let those cool off. On the other hand, we got Tesla here with the low RSI, as you see here. Up here, I would be buying some Tesla. It's a great stock here. Right now, as you see here, RSI is low, just 47. So you could buy some Tesla here and go from there. And let's look at a few more names here. Look, we got Ferrari, or Race as we call it. Race is electrifying its fleet, as many of you know here. This company resisted electrification for a long time, but now they're warming up. So with the stock at a low RSI, as you see here, just 43 here, I would be slowly looking into Race, and they should do well. And finally, we got a few more names here. We got XPAV, which is a Chinese name, as many of you know. It's one of the better run companies. Look, it's got a good B grade from Morningstar. And then you got one more Chinese name here, which is Li Auto. It's also doing pretty okay here. And it's also a good one to buy on downturn. And then you got FSR, Fisker. Fisker is also a good play here. Right now, low RSI, as you can see here. I would be buying some Fisker into any weakness here. Right now, it's a good time to buy some Fisker. As you see here, RSI is very low, just 37. So I would be buying some Fisker also. And then finally, we got Nikola here. Nikola had a lot of bad news in its rear view mirror, and stock is losing out here, as you see here. Negative performance in 1 month and even 1 year, and down nicely from 52-week high. Right now it's trying to go higher in the shorter term here, and RSI is 49. So I think it's good to wait a little bit on this one here, let it cool off, then we can buy this one. And let's look at a few more automakers here and see what they're doing. And then you got NIO here. I love trading NIO. NIO is a good trading stock. It comes below 30, buy some, then goes above 30, sell some. It's a good play that way. Look, long-term NIO has done well here. 2-year nice performance, as you see here. I think it's a good one to slowly buy. This company is making money, net margin positive, as you can see here. Right now, RSI is low. You could buy some NIO at these levels also. And then you got a few more as you scan through here. I would say go after the ones with a little more higher overall score here. I love NIO. It's a Chinese scooter maker, as many of you know here. Look, very low RSI here. Nice grade 70. I would be buying some NIO at these levels here. Nice grade A here from Morningstar from a growth perspective. And I think it's a good one to slowly buy into. And then we got a few more. So we got a few more with a little bit higher overall rating here. Solo, this used to be a great stock a while ago, but looks like it's lost its cool at this time here. High valuation, Wall Street does not like it. It's been losing money all along, so you got to be careful with names like Solo here. It will come up after a while, but right now it's not working. I would probably stay away from such names here. And look, we got 2 more here with a little bit better overall rating here, which is Workhorse and Excel. Both have got positive double-digit overall score here. Stocks have been doing not so great, as you can see here, losing money all along. So I would be careful with these names also. Looks like at this time, maybe Excel's fleet has got some positive, valuation perspective, a little bit lower compared to Workhorse. You could take a look at that one, see if it works, but very speculative. So with that, let's look at the chart here and see what we can make out here. From a chart perspective, we got Lucid here. Look, stock went up after the IPO, came down, consolidation, went up. Now it's came down, trying to consolidate. At this time, as you can see here, with the RSI 52, I would wait for a little bit cooling off in this one here, then I would buy. Look, on the balance volume is pretty steady here. I would wait for a little cool off, you'll get it, and then you can buy some. RIVN, on the other hand, look, it's been going down here. There's a nice partnership with Amazon.com here, and on the balance volume is also going down. With the RSI 37, you could slowly start building a small position here and accumulate. And then you got Tesla. Tesla is a great one. Anytime Tesla RSI comes down here below, say, 49 or even 45, you could buy some Tesla. Elon Musk always thinks how to take the company to the next level. With the stock is down at this present time here, with the nice on the balance volume, I would be a buyer of Tesla. Slowly let it cool off. As it comes down, you could buy. Tesla always comes off and bounces back nicely, as you see here. So it's a good one to slowly buy into any weakness and RSI levels below, say, 45 or so. And then you got race here, Ferrari. Ferrari resisted electrification for a long time. Stock went higher. Now it's coming down. It's trying to bounce off of its 100-day moving average. On the balance volume is pretty steady here. I think if they come up with the electrification, a lot of people love Ferrari. If they electrify, I think I could see some good demand here. So I would be buying this one slowly and accumulating, given RSI is very low here. And thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Just want to have a good summary of the EV segment here. Thank you.